Hello everybody, welcome back to some StarCraft 2. We're in the real HomeStory Cup, Group B, Round 2. We have Clem versus Creator. We saw Creator not yesterday, but in the last cast that we did, where we saw Creator go up against Lambo, one of the European Zergs. One of the great European Zergs, even. Just behind Cyril and Raider in my books. And of course we have Creator going up against another European Titan now. In the form of Clem. Who will be playing Terran, however, so it's not the lovely CVP matchup, but the interesting PvT matchup. And we see the CV going out here to scout. Just going a roundabout way, making sure there's no proxy robo here. Or that he doesn't get found by this probe. Or is he going for a factory? Proxy factory, that would be kind of interesting. Not blocking the ramp though, so Creator can see everything that's going on. Making a marine here, so saving that gas. And here is that proxy factory. Wow. We see Cybernetics Core going down for Creator. Nexus is going down for Pylon as well. So he has a nice Reaper wall. This Pylon's interesting. You would expect it to be closer to the Nexus so you can warp in faster. I don't know, maybe you can still warp in pretty fast from this Pylon as well. Factory almost done already. CC on the natural. We have one Marine, one lone Marine. We see a Stalker coming out, not an Adept. So Creator maybe already kind of sniffing out the fact that there is no Reaper. And Clem is making Hellions in the base of Creator. Oh, how does he? Oh my god, he found it! Oh my god, because he built the Twilight console, the probe went to the right and found the factory building the Hellions. Oh my god. Can you believe it? Hellion gets into the natural and actually just drives on home. What in the world is happening? Creator just cancelled another robo and rebuilt the robo. I am not crazy. He built a Twilight console, cancelled it, built a robo, cancelled it, and rebuilt the robo. Creator is confused. Building two gateways in the front now, usually to stop Hellions from coming in, but Clem just runs on in. This factory is distracting Creator a lot. Hellion does go down. Another oh, he's building mines now. Marines are here. One already died. Second Marine goes down. Fighting against these Stalkers. Clem needs high ground vision to kill this Stalker. Does get one Stalker and 4 probes in total. Another mine comes out of the factory and actually doesn't burrow right away. It still gets another probe. That's 5 probes killed and a factory on the other side of the map. We see 2 more barracks being added on with a tac lab now. Bunker going down. What the hell was that? Robotic support gate going down. Sorry for the little time skip here. My cat wanted to leave the room. This is a good opportunity for me to remind you that we're still adhering to the drinking rules. It is early in the morning for me, so I'll just be having, like a real gamer, I'll have an energy drink, but also some tea. Whatever you'd like to imagine me drinking. And I'll be sure to have some good beer for the next cast I do, because, you know, it's still the HomeStory Cup. It's a promise. Creator walks on into the main of Clem. Starts targeting down the SCVs. Warp Prism doing a good job of keeping these units alive. And Clem can only really ward them away from his main base, but can't actually kill those units. We do have an engineering bay, but it's not being used just yet. We actually have gravitic drive here, or Warp Prism speed. And there's the first colossus, dude. Creator makes so many colossus. I kind of love it. It's great. I hope he's gonna go full holy hit and just put 2 colossus, or like get 2 colossus in a Warp Prism and just micro them backwards. Like a real Chad. Okay, so Clem is moving out with double medevac. Stim and combat shields are about to finish, so this is a pretty decent timing for him. I'm guessing that he wants to deny a potential third base here. Actually, he's just going into for the throat here. This kind of feels like a kill move, but Creator has so many units. And now he does find the third base. Colossus drop, baby. Actual Colossus drop. Creator, what a guy. Drops his Colossus in the main. Colossus do barely any damage to single target units. I feel like he killed 0 SCVs. Am I wrong here? Well, 4 SCVs died, so I guess he killed a couple. Oh my god. Is it gonna get caught? Oh, Warp Prisms are speedy with the speed upgrade. But no thermal lance. Oh, that's why the Colossus had to be dropped so close to the mineral line. We see +1 almost finishing, and now Vikings are on the way. Which kind of counter both Warp Prisms and Colossus. So he might have to transition into Disruptor Balls sooner rather than later. They should have an upgrade where the Colossus just kind of like squats. So it can still shoot, but it just doesn't get hit by air units. I think it would still be a fine unit. I don't think it would break the unit. Oh, Marine does go down. Clem immediately scans because his Marine could not confirm if this third base was going up. Third base for Clem is going down. SCVs are already on their way. They really want to get started on those minerals early. So Clem has a pretty sizable force in the main. Because look at this main. Look at this. Look at all this airspace. A Warp Prism could arrive at any moment with Colossi. Because that's how Creator rolls, baby. If you're playing Protoss on the ladder right now, be more like Creator. Create good ladder experiences. We've seen Immortal coming out as well. Of course, always been a good unit with the double shotgun arms. It's one of those units that you really want in a zombie apocalypse, you know? You just want to have as many shotguns as possible. DT Shrine almost finished up. We see Charge coming out, and we already have Blink. More gateways coming out. And both players are kind of like shimmying back and forth with their units, just taking a third base and macroing up, slowly but surely progressing towards a more late game situation. 1DT is trying to get lucky. Up all night to get lucky. We see 2 observers. Really nice coverage by Creator. He will always see an attack like this coming because of those. And there's no 4th base here. So there's nothing to deny for Clem. So if he really wants to fight, he has to go up this ramp. And that is pretty spooky. Look at the size of this army though. Clem! 2 DTs are now walking around, not going into the 3rd, even though there's no turret there, not denying the 4th base. They're going for the deep underbelly of the Terran economy. And here it goes. 1, 2, 3 SCVs. He gets scanned, but the other DT gets through. That's 9, 10. Well, there was one in the third as well. 13 SCVs go down. And more to come. 5 more. Come on. And the last DT does go down. That's 5 SCVs per DT that were warped in. That is pretty decent. Look at the worker count. Only 53 SCVs for Clem. Meanwhile, Creator has a 4th base ready. Okay, I know some people hate it when I do that, but we're going to zoom out a little so we can actually see the army. Because Clem has a gigantic army. Nice spread of the Colossus and the units here. Disruptor Ball gets targeted down. That's unfortunate. Another Colossus here. So 3 Colossus nicely spread out so they can do maximum damage. Oh, the Vikings, though. That's a lot of Vikings. That's like 10 Vikings. 12 Vikings, maybe. Oh, DT is here, but move commanded. He did not actually want to fight. He's a pacifist Dark Templar. More and more charge zealots being warped in. Nice wait here by Creator, waiting as long as possible to engage. Because the longer he waits, the more units he can warp in and the more stims are used. The new reinforcements have not arrived yet, but all the Colossus have died and all the Creator has left is some Blink Stalkers and these Disruptors. Nice combat composition, but the 4th is in peril. This is a lot of Clem here, and Creator needs to somehow hold on. He has no Storm. He's relying purely on these Disruptors now for the AoE, but he only has 2 more in production. But his forces are dwindling fast, and he needs to stop this force from taking down his 4th base. Oh, and there come the Vikings. They do a lot of damage against all of these units. They do bonus damage against mechanical, which is a lot of the Protoss forces. And now this 4th base is forfeit. We might see a recall here. Oh, nice catching of the reinforcements here by Creator. Still fighting. And the probes do all go down. That's 16 probes dead. This Disruptor might also be dead. Disruptor saving turn. Oh! Oh, that was a pretty nice hit. Got a bunch of ghosts. Oh, that was another great hit. Got a bunch of ghosts there. Look at the supply here. Creator just has nothing left. Nuclear battery. Oh, and he just blows his entire load. Oh, no. Oh, Creator. He just couldn't hold on any longer. Yeah, I don't want to make a bunch of inappropriate jokes, but I think we're past that. And we have 4 Disruptors now. Most of them do have their Disruptor Balls back. So he's in this game, but he needs a 4th base, and he needs it desperately. 5th base thrown down by Clem. Disruptor Balls, they are in vision here. Oh, decent hits. It's just the Disruptor Balls here. Nothing else. Surprised he didn't load up 1 medevac to drop on top of them. But that's mostly because he doesn't know where these Stalkers are. Now he does, and he stims on into the Disruptor Force. And runs away as soon as he sees one of those Purifying Novas. Sliding on into his DMs. Or into his army. No 4th base for Creator. I feel like Creator is just making units, and he wants to all-in Clem as soon as he can with a critical mass is the word I'm looking for. Critical mass of Disruptors. He has 6 Disruptors now. 7th is 7 and 8th is underway. Might get caught here. There goes another ball. Oh, barely misses all of the ghosts. No War Prism to pick this up, so this ball's forfeit. Another ball. Move commands into the army. Also dies, and Creator goes for a base trade because he knows he can't fight the army of Clem, and Clem just moves on into the 3rd base. DTs have been warped in to deal with the army. Let's see if Clem has enough scans. He has 1 orbital left of scans. He can actually defend with DTs because there's only 1 scan left right now. And Clem is defending his main base with hold-positioned SCVs. But this is a lot of damage. If Creator just kills the 4th base now with his Disruptor army, then he's actually kind of fine. Reboot this 3rd base right away. Come on, Creator. You know you have to do it. Oh, blows up his own Zealot. He gave his life for the cause. It's still a little weird to me that EMP and disruptors don't have any interaction. They just kind of like, yeah, I lost my shields and that's it. No third base for Creator. He's just pumping out the units. Another Colossus comes out, realizing that there's not a lot of Vikings left. Disruptors get caught here. Oh my god, that's not what you want to see. If you're a Creator, he only has 2 disruptors left, and I don't think they have balls, do they? They don't have no balls. And Creator just got kicked in the nuts, and Clem takes game 1. And just like that, Clem with the proxy fly into your main factory opener. A classic. Takes the first game versus Creator, and Creator just had some performance issues. Let's hope that he found the little blue pills and is ready to go for another round with Clem. We're here on Solaris LC, which is a map that's now in the map pool, I'm pretty sure, with these super fast... what are they called? Speed zones. Which are really awkward, especially near this third base. Because imagine just Reapers or even Queens here. Like, they're just so much faster than you're used to. It's kind of trippy. And especially with, like, bigger armies going through these chokeholds is a little confusing, because as soon as you send through a big blob of units, this side of the army will run forward and kind of, like, walk into your enemy before this half does. So, like, a big concave over here is super strong on this map, because it's just difficult to coordinate your army into that side of the map. Now, let's hope that Creator is not blue-balling us and he's going to show us some more creative stuff. Because I did like the Colossus Warp Prism speed build that he showed. That's so cool. I am literally going to steal that and play that in my next StarCraft stream, which is at the start of next month. But, you know, I'm definitely doing it. We see Clem not going for the fly-in factory build. That's a bit too standard for him. He's going with the stock standard Reaper and makes a Marine afterwards, so not going straight into a add-on. We have a factory building here and an immediate bunker, actually. I don't know if that's a TVP thing, honestly. I haven't cast enough TVP yet to know if this is like a standard thing or not. Because we don't do this in ZVT, right? Because in ZVT you just get the Hellions and you're fine. Or you get a front wall even and you're fine. Again, the forward pylon for Creator, because he loves putting down 2 gateways in the front to protect versus any Hellion run-bys or even Widowmine run-bys. We see Twilight Console again, and he did not cancel it for a Robo to cancel it for a Robo to build a Robo. He actually just threw down the Twilight Console, but also the Robo again. I like Creator's style here. Just going for that super fast Robo. He also really liked getting an early Robo versus Lambo, which isn't quite the standard that we're used to from Protosses nowadays. Like, I would say that the standard build is just going for 3 Oracles with Blink Stalkers, pushing out and then going from there, seeing what you see, and then, like, reacting accordingly. Going into a unit composition that kind of counters what the Zerg might get. Or just go for your preferred style. I think you can do either as a Protoss. It's kind of funny to think about, since most Zergs just react to whatever they see the Protoss doing. But if you're both reacting and you're both not doing anything, then who's gonna do something first? It's usually the Protoss, right? Now we see a Widowmine drop here, firing up. I'm curious to see if he's gonna include the Marines as well here. This is a great 2v2 build, by the way. You just have one bunker and you're like, I'm helping you defend, bro. I'm helping. And meanwhile, you just throw down a command center and another command center. You just do a Widowmine drop and you just fly into the 2 main bases of the opponents. And I mean, one of them might be paying attention, but they never both pay attention. You know, one of them is an asshole and is just making workers and teching or whatever. And he doesn't have any units. The other guy has units. So you get good damage done with Widowmine drops in 2v2. But we're watching a high stakes 1v1 game here, guys. Is the pros playing? Actually, these stalkers being out and about, really catching out this medevac. It didn't even come close to the natural or main base of Creator. Very cool. The movements of Creator on this map. Oh my god, but Clem finds the dark spot. But there's a lot of blink stalkers in your main base, boy. And he picks them up with the Warp Prism. Nice tank positioning. If it was a little bit more forward, the stalkers could actually shoot it. But the stalkers have to go around these buildings. So it might not look like it, but this building placement is really good for holding this type of blink stalker attack. Look at that. These blink stalkers can't walk up and one-shot this tank. They just can't. Really impressive stuff by Clem here. Look at this. This is so scary. Man, if you're a Terran player, you just box all your CVs and you A-move, right? But not Clem. Clem knows exactly what he's up against. He's like, nah, bro, you don't have a third base. I tried to scout for it, and the blonk goes in. Creator blonks onto the tanks and actually only gets one tank. He's so dead, bro. Holy shit. Clem just defended that, and I don't know how many stalkers did. 12 stalkers, and oh my god, we didn't even see it, but there was a Widowmine drop, and we lost 11 probers. So there is a third base, but there's no probes to be sent to that third base right now. We do see charge coming out, but the robo is not being used. No robotic support bay. It's just stalkers trying to keep Clem in his base, and that is kind of what Creator needs to do here. Just get damage done if you can. But the most important thing is keep this Clemmy boy contained. Snipe a couple units if you can with your blink stalkers. Oh! One stalker does go down there. Siege tank. It's actually probably a marine. Oh, this marauder has 3 kills? Damn, son. But yeah, Creator just needs to get his third base up, needs to get his production up, and then he can catch back up in the army supply. And you can see, he only has 30 army supply to the 60 of Clem. So, he is going to have a tough time defending if Clem moves on out. 3 siege tanks in the main and 1 in the natural, 2 bunkers. Damn. Really respecting this blink stalker play. Remember Heavy Rain? That's like a map that had like the entire main was basically accessible from your potential third base. And Blink Stalkers just destroyed that map. And now Clem is moving out. There is a third base underway, but this is a push that can kill Creator straight up. Nice micro with the Blink Stalkers here, trying to get value from these cooldowns. But this is a big army. It's almost doubling Creator's army supply. Batteries are starting in the third base, and he's going to need them. We have 2 Immortals when this push will arrive. And we have +1 done as well. He's trying to get these tanks to siege, but it's 5 tanks. And now he's sieging onto this rich geyser base. And so he just can't sit here. What an awkward position for Creator. Really wish you would have taken that base now, huh? I don't know, this is gonna be a hard hold for Creator, and he is moving in with his Charged Zealots. Immortal trying to take down these tanks, but that's 6 tanks, baby! That's a lot of tanks, and they're now shelling the Stalkers, and Stalkers actually just get one-shot by tanks. And just like that, Clem defends the Blink Stalker onslaught, and then just executes a clean, sharp push, and kicks Creator out of the game and takes the series 2-0. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this cast. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you're following along with the drinking rules a little bit. And if you want to see any other games, any games that are coming up that you want me to cast, just let me know. Other than that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Sure. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.